was quite a challenging day because the quality of the field was quite big, and there was no team which could dominate the race really well like usual. So it was quite challenging, but it's also a good thing to have a challenging race because it shows that the community and the competition in cycling is really growing, which is really good. So the World Championships, they were quite okay, but going through them, it was quite challenging. After the Olympics, I had COVID for before and through Olympics, even after a few weeks later. So, but I got some motivation and I prepared quite well, and the way I performed at the ITT was quite motivating. It was the result was not. Couldn't show that, but for me, like according to the numbers and the feeling, it showed me that I'm on a good path, and I'm looking forward to also the next African Championships which are happening here in Kenya. So going through this race, I think all that has been a really big motivation to me.
My name is Ndongo Wakea. I stayed in Moru, and today we are doing the Grand Nairobi road race. It was a tough race, but we did our best and we gave it all. I matched second position behind Charles, who went on the breakaway. Tried following him. The guys we were with did not operate, so I had to let it go and wait for the last stretch, which I'm grateful I had the legs to finish strong. Thank you for the skin suit to give me the advantage, and I thought the bike was fast. So the previous Grand Nairobi which happened last year, the tactic of racing it is different from this one. Last time I went on a breakaway, 2 loops to go. Today it was 1 loop to go, which we didn't survive. The previous one I survived and got caught close to the finish. Last time I finished position 4, today I finished second, so that's an improvement, and it's an indication that the events I've been doing will be helping me, shaping me. Even though I didn't have good performance then, those races were preparing me for this race and for coming races, because every day is a learning curve and you can't win every race. You just have to give your best and work smart towards that. But also being able to understand your strength and weakness and reading how the race is going, doing the analysis. It's one of the things I've learned, and the more you make a lot of mistakes, the more you'll understand these things and the more you learn from them. And the good thing is when you make mistakes and learn from them, you improve and become a better person, be it not in cycling alone but in other fields.
Okay, my name is Evan Mungai. I'm leading for the Kenyan Riders. I've participated the Grand Nairobi edition, the 4th edition. Let me say it was very good. The organization was very good and the route was perfect. Yeah. For the race, I can say I performed. I was glad, but I'm not satisfied about number 3. I just wanted to win, but the altitude is still disturbing me because of I just came from Europe and it was the sea level. So when we come here, it's a little bit high. So the breathing was somehow difficult. But I tried to go the breakaway like 3 times, but I was pulled back. But let me say thank you for everybody who organized the race. Perfect. Go back and we train more harder for the next race. Thank you.
I'm Monica Jelimo, riding for Kenyan Riders. So in today's race, that is Jubilee Live Free race, it was a nice race. It was good to race in a very organized race.
Uganda. Kabantini equipe Black Mamba. Navuze muri under 23. Nabaye number 1. Nshaka kongera training, kongera nkangura race ya Nairobi.
Alright, hi everyone. Just finished Grand Nairobi Bike Race. Was a tough race. It was a bit disappointing that I had to do most of the pulling. Nobody would come in the front. Then on the last way down, I saw the man coming, and I was like, I don't want us to finish in the middle of the men's peloton, because then you're not going to get any attention for women's cycling, you know. So also, I was just fed up with the kind of cat and mouse game, so I just went all out down the hill, and 3 girls stayed on my wheel. They have been sitting there for a while, and then unfortunately in like the last 30 meters, 2 of them came around me, so I finished first. So yeah, I feel like I have given it my all this race. I could have been more tactical and sit in the back of the peloton and just let others do the work, but then we would have gone like 20 kilometers per hour, and I don't think that that's the way we elevate the sport. So I pushed, and I think I've fought a good fight, especially a week after doing a full Ironman in Nice, France, with a lot of climbing for an Ironman and having to finish it, you know, after 180 kilometers with all the climbing, then running a marathon and finishing 4th in my age category at a World Championship. After that, just a week after that, having this result, I'm actually pretty happy that I was 3rd overall, 2nd in the main category, and that's a good sign that my body recovers very quickly. Also, I haven't been training specifically for this type of race because I've been focusing on sort of more the endurance stuff because of the Ironman. So I'm very happy with that. Just a little sad that, you know, all the hard work that I put into this race today and all the pulling that I had to do, that then I ended up finishing 3rd instead of being able to defend my title.
Hey guys, today we're doing Grand Nairobi Bike Race. 60 kilometers. Been really fast, average of 46 kph. Actually, my plans didn't work very well because the race was really fast from different countries. So many guys from East Africa. They were really fast. We tried to break away since the start of the race. So every lap we just want to break away. So that's fatigue and all that pressure. The race is so fast. We're getting tired all the time. But we kept pushing until the last lap. We went, I think the second last lap. I managed to break away with Charles and Kea. But actually, Charles is a very good guy. He then broke away from a bunch and went along. So eventually, at last we came for a sprint. And accountably, I think I'm 3rd or 4th. I'm proud of that for today.
Kwa majina naitwa Joel Kiaviru, niko kwa team ya development naitwa Black Mamba team. Na kwa leo tumemaliza race ya Grand Nairobi. Naweza sema niko proud na result ambao nimefanya because najifeel vizuri sana, na leo tulikuwa tunafanya teamwork, tumechukua number 2. It is good things. So najifeel vizuri, so nimeimprove, sio kama last year because nimebaki kwa team Black Mamba, na hiyo nimeweka level yangu up. So sasa niko ready na najiandaa kwa hiyo race kubwa ambayo itakuwa hapa, hiyo ya African Cup. So I'm really so excited to race the big race here in Kenya.
Kwa majina naitwa Boniface Ngwata, natokea timu ya Jubilee. Nafurahi mchezo ulikuwa ni mzuri, lakini japo changamoto za hapo na pale haziwezi kukosekana. Nashukuru Mungu, lakini nimeweza kuingia na pela pia. Mchezo pia naona kiwango kiko vizuri. Tulikuwa Uholanzi, nimetrain kule takriban miezi miwili na sehemu. Kiwango kiko vizuri, sio mbaya. Sawa, asante.
Kwa jina naitwa Frank Marik kutokea Tanzania, pia ni Team Empire, pia ni bingwa wa Tanzania. Nimekuja kwenye race ya leo. Race ya leo kidogo ilikuwa ni nzuri sababu na ile experience ya kutoka Netherlands. Race ya leo ilikuwa ni nzuri sana. Sema shida ilikuwa kwenye finishing line, lakini next time pia nitafanya vizuri.
Jina Nixon Sera, Nick Fast Deliveries. Today I participated in Nairobi Grand and I'm happy for participating. Thank you for everyone who has joined the Nairobi Grand. For me, I performed at my level best. I think I'm the first one for 700. Yes, that's it. Thank you.